Good evening and welcome to Midnight Convo's podcast with your girl Tiffany Nicole and my co-host King Chuck.
Cheer. What up, though?
King Chuck is definitely in the building.
You know it.
Tonight we have a special guest,
Okay.
Erica, the brown girl from Cocktail and Conversations.
Hey guys!
What's up, lady?
Nothing much. I've been enjoying my time with you guys so far.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming. We did her show a few months back.
Mm-hmm.
So, she came and blessed us and, doing us Midnight Convos. And we're going to get into a lot of different shit tonight.
Okay.
All right,
I'm ready for it.
I'm
I'm
ready.
ready for it.
But before we do that, this is Convo 42. Convo 42. So if you missed any of our previous convos, make sure you go to SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, Podomatic. I need to get us on Google Play. It won't let me do it, but I need to get on Google Play. So we'll be working on that. Make sure you go to our YouTube channel and check us out. Subscribe, Midnight Convos Podcast.
And 5 stars.
Yeah, 5 stars. We need
Always
5
the 5 stars.
Show
All the
us some
time, every
love.
time.
I don't even know what I want to start with first, but let's go into our traditional setup with our Bay of the Week, and we'll start with Erica because she is our guest. Do you have a Bay of the Week?
Girl.
Here we go.
Look, I'm in my creep mode of my day of the week.
That's
like,
okay.
I don't know his name, but it's Denzel Washington's son.
Oh,
he plays on Ballers.
Oh,
Like,
he's
oh my
fine,
god,
man.
man.
He is fine
I was
as fuck.
stalking him on Google, not even Instagram. Like, I went straight Google, put Denzel Washington's son. That man is beautiful.
He is.
Like, hey boy,
Chocolate
hey
skin,
man,
the beard.
Look.
Yes.
I know I'm a little older than what you might be used to, but I could put it on you. I'm just saying.
Wait, you said that? Because you said you was stalking him.
No, I didn't get to reach out, but I know he's
But-
going to listen to the show, and I'm just putting it out there.
Oh, well, go
in the
ahead. Finish
universe.
the piece.
Yeah, you interrupted me.
My bad.
I'm trying to
Get her
process
Mac
it.
on,
You know, you ain't never had good pussy, so you had old woman pussy. I'm
Oh,
just saying.
shit.
Put it on him.
That's it. I'm just,
Is he even 30 yet?
don't care.
He is fine. He's fine.
Yeah.
He's short, but he's fine.
He's short.
He's short. I don't even think he's 6 foot. I think he's like 5'8".
Yo, you just fucked up our whole world just now, yo. You just.
Did I fucking
I have a new day of the week.
She said he's short. Oh.
My bad.
Yeah. So that guy from I should have looked at his height. I just was so amazed by his beard and his chocolate skin. But what's my new Bay of the Week thing? Zaman Rucker, is that he's tall.
Is that the one?
With the Tyler Perry movies?
Oh yeah, he's
He was
fine.
yeah, he is.
He's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. I mean,
He
he's
can
not.
get it.
Yeah, but he's married, so I can just admire him from
Hollywood
afar.
marriages, they don't last long. So in a couple years, he can be yours.
Hey, bro.
Holla.
The shallow brown girl has spoken. I mean, not the short is wrong for anybody. It's just not for me.
There you go.
That's all.
Yeah, I don't think he's 6 foot.
Damn.
But he's fine.
Yeah.
King Chuck. Who you going with?
Whoo, shit. That was hilarious. My Bay of the Week is I don't know her name.
You never do.
I don't even give a
The
fuck
bitch
about
with
her
5 eyes, the fat bitch, the black bitch. Which one is it?
name. Well, she don't have 5 eyes, and she not fat.
Okay.
All right.
It's not Cheryl Underwood. This
Oh,
week,
God.
right?
No.
If you pick her one more again.
Retire her, please.
One more again. Yeah, she's going into the Bay of the Week Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
She cannot be touched again.
She won. Did y'all ever show her with the wig off, though?
No.
No, I've been dying to see it. I ain't see it yet.
I'll show you it.
Keep
when we're
going.
done.
All right. But anyway, my Bay of the Week is I don't know her name. You gotta
All right, just.
She played in the movie I think Do the Right Thing. No.
I'm taking it
Jungle
back.
Fever. It was Spike Lee's wife.
The light skin?
Yeah, she told on Wesley.
The light skin one, the high
Yeah.
yellow bitch.
Yeah.
That movie was like 110
Yeah,
years
I gotta
ago.
I don't even know if I can find a recent picture of her. That's
Okay.
okay.
That's my Bay of the Week.
That's your Bay of the Week?
Yeah. I'm trying to mix it up. I picked one pretty one, a whole bunch of ugly ones, one fat one, maybe 2 fat ones, and now old
okay.
one. Yeah.
You did a 2 old ones. So you did the lady from
Do you have
New York
standards?
City.
Do you have standards, Chuck?
Sometimes no.
Okay.
A lot of times no.
Because I can never pick I can't gauge what your type is based on your.
I like women.
As long as they have a crease.
A what?
A crease. You know the taco?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And it has to be not a man-made crease.
Because that was my next thing.
That was you too? Alright, let's clear this up right now. I like women, not men.
Biological
Used to be women. That's it, Yeah. I like all women, And
all women.
I'm gonna look, and next week my bed week gonna be an Eskimo bitch.
Hey, whatever you like.
As long as it's not a cartoon or anything.
No, I don't. Yeah, no.
Because then I would be like, Tiffany Nicole, you might need me clothes. So
I got problems if I'm looking at cartoons like, yo, I fuck the shit out that rabbit. You know what I'm saying? I got a problem.
Oh.
So you wouldn't fuck Miss Piggy?
Hell no. But Jessica.
The Roger
Rabbit. Yeah, But
you bang her?
no. Let me stop. Anyway.
Because I'm judging you.
God,
like I wanted to make sure.
I was just playing.
I wanted to make sure you could feel my judgment across the
the
table.
chick from Jungle Fever.
That's your beta week.
Yeah. Spike Lee's wife in that movie.
All right.
Tiff, who's your beta week? Y'all ain't shit, y'all.
Listen, as I say every week, I research. This takes time to kind of pick. But you always pick on me. You always say that I get a foreign
Because you always say some gay shit when it comes to me.
No, well, okay, a little bit, because it's funny.
A lot of it.
But I kept it New York. I kept the East Coast with this one. Ladies, gents, my bed of the week this week is a rapper by the name of Dave East. Do you know who he is?
I heard his skin is amazing. I heard that he has the most clear skin.
What the fuck was that?
I know because I recently heard of him recently. Like I don't follow hip hop, but I heard of him because somebody else was talking about how fine he was, and I saw a picture and his
skin looks so
like
he's Dominican and Bayesian.
Look.
I can do without the tattoos on the face, but he can. If I was single, he could definitely get it.
Which one of these is hot?
She's not in none of those.
He can't recognize his bed of the week.
No,
That's
she's
not
not none of those.
Go to the bottom. Is that her?
That's the.
No, that is her.
That's the one. That's Leslie's wife. I'm talking about Spike Lee's wife in the movie.
Oh, I can't help you.
Oh, I don't know who that is. That's what I thought you was talking about.
Yeah, so did I.
I like her too, though.
Because I said the high yellow one.
But she likes skin too. Well, she not high yellow though, but she likes skin in that movie too.
Can we get back to Davies for a second?
No, fuck. No, we don't want to keep.
Actually, no. You guys have a lot of men on your show, so she really doesn't get the.
I don't get to.
What? Yes, she do. I researched this. She takes her time and shit, and I got to sit here like, oh my god, all this for Thor. I'm not hating.
You do be hating.
I'm not hating.
You be hating.
If I don't like him, I don't like him. That don't mean I'm hating.
Well, why? First of all, Dave East can really rap.
He alright. I heard some.
He's good. But he's gorgeous. He can be.
I'm not saying that.
I need you to agree.
You just don't have to disagree.
You can just be music.
Disagree? What?
He's beautiful.
He is.
He's a very nice
His parents did a great job.
They did. God bless his parents.
Yes.
You apologize to who?
Beautiful. He has a little girl.
I didn't apologize.
Oh, okay.
I said God bless them.
Yes. Dave East.
You nasty.
I'm
You
gonna
had
have
3 bad weeks, and now his skin is amazing.
I appreciate the beauty of a man.
Yes.
I really appreciate the beauty of a black man, though.
Yes, he
Sorry.
He is right.
Actually, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry, you're not sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
It's all right.
No.
Not on this show.
No. We like who we like. So she has like 2, Denzel Jr. and
Davey's skin. So that's 3.
That does make me sound real nasty.
No, it's all right. It's okay. I'm not judging. I'm just saying.
No judging.
I just had to let you know.
I can't put in my head who the person you're talking about, so I gotta go back.
We'll have to Google.
It's okay.
We'll have to Google it. But we all have.
When y'all see it, y'all can be like, oh, that bitch. Yeah,
That bitch.
She like
she a snitch. I don't like snitches, so I'm already hating. But let's get into the poll from last week.
Shit.
Last week I had a good cut 'em loose, and we had comedy style. We had Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle, Martin Lawrence, and Chris Rock. So let's go to what the people said. The people have spoken.
Martin.
You think Martin?
Mm-hmm.
All right. With 12% of the vote, the people have spoken, and they have cut Dave Chappelle. With 26% of the vote, people have spoken, and they have cut Martin Lawrence. 28% of the people, which I do not understand, have cut Eddie Murphy. 28%. And the people have spoken, and they have decided to cut loose Chris Rock with 34% of the vote.
Wow.
So it was relatively close.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
How?
Chris Rock is
Bring the
outta
Pain,
here.
Bigger and Blacker.
But we're talking about everything, not just on stage. But
Yeah,
the
his movies suck. His movies.
I don't like none of his
Yeah.
movies. So we're talking about the whole.
When he's playing, in somebody else's movie,
He's dope.
You know,
Yeah, he's
how much for
fantastic.
one rib?
One rib.
You know,
Or Pookie in New Jack City, you know.
or the Mel Boy in fucking Boomerang. Yeah, you know. Like,
So yeah, the people have spoken.
The only reason I didn't vote for him is because I like the Harris documentary he did. So
Yeah,
I didn't want to give
oh,
that
with the
up.
weave and shit.
Yeah, I didn't want to give that up, so I was like, well, if I got rid of him, I'd have to give that documentary out. So
You would have.
Yeah.
But I still, for the life of me.
But a lot of people chose Eddie.
fuck Eddie. So no.
He don't look like Dave East.
No, but he stayed with bad bitches.
Yeah, he sure do.
And
And a lot of kids. He's
And-
very,
And trannies.
yeah,
bad bitches.
I think trannies is not the right word to say.
What is it?
Trans.
Oh,
Transgenders.
Transgenders.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Wait,
trannies
what's wrong
are-
with trannies?
That's kind of derogative. That's
It
kind
is?
of, you
It's
know.
like spit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So
Yeah.
I'm supposed to say trans.
Yeah, transgender, trans person, trans male,
No
trans
tranny.
female. Yeah, no,
No,
tranny.
that's kind of, disrespectful.
I was checked accordingly.
Oh, you were? You was checked by a transgender person? Okay.
And
Knowledge
I
is power.
Yeah, I said I didn't know. But now,
Right.
but now I do.
Yeah, I gotta plead ignorance on that one too. I didn't know.
Yeah.
But all right.
So now you know. No tranny.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into our first convo. Which, don't be cheating. You looking,
What? No.
you looking over
I was.
here? You
I
cheating.
I was
Get your
trying
eyes
to-
off my paper.
I was.
Get your hands out my pocket. All right.
Oh,
I found
shit.
this to be really interesting. I want to talk about this. So you guys all are very familiar with the show Insecure. We talked about it a few times
I
ago.
like the
I've
seen
seen you talk
Love
about
it.
Insecure. I love it. I didn't see the
Tasha.
last episode, so let's not talk about that.
Oh, okay.
But
I'll bust
the
out my face.
the actress that plays Molly, the best friend in the show,
The hoe.
yes, her name is Yvonne Orji. I think I'm pronouncing
Ha!
her last name.
Really?
Yeah.
How fitting.
But check this out. Check how ironic this is.
I know where you're going.
So Yvonne Orji, she is 33 years old, and guess what?
She gay.
Nope.
She's not gay.
What?
She's never been touched. She's
Get
never
the
been
fuck outta
deflowered.
here.
She's a virgin.
Okay.
She's a virgin at 33,
Okay.
and she's not giving up the cookie, the nookie, until she gets married.
And I
You
applaud
okay?
her.
So,
I applaud-
yeah, I
Hey,
think
girl,
that's
I
dope.
applaud you.
So my question to you guys is, one, do you think that you could have been a 30 or 40-year-old virgin? That's number one. And two, do you think it's possible for people to be virgins in this society? You know, at this, with everything what we got and what's going on, a virgin in today's time. So I'll start with Erica.
I don't want you to start with me.
So,
Okay, so, oh wow. So as y'all know, I grew up in the suburbs, so it really wasn't a lot to do.
Mhm.
So I lost my virginity at 14. So I was,
popping early.
I was real young. Parents worked both jobs. It was a half day before a soccer game, so I decided to try it. Did I regret it at 14? Yes, because it hurt so bad that I didn't do it again until I was 18.
4 years hiatus.
Yeah, so because it was a horrible experience, but
And you just rammed it in? Like,
yeah, we were young and everything, and it was just like, there was no foreplay.
yeah, just
It was like,
ooh.
didn't give me a chance to warm up, get wet. It was just like, yeah, basically. And I was like, ah!
Oh, Nick style.
Yeah. And it didn't last long, and I can tell you with extreme confidence there was no orgasm involved. So it was a horrible experience altogether for me. So I waited until I was 18, and then I did it again, and it was not horrible, but it wasn't great. So I was thinking, maybe the sex thing ain't for me. But I ain't a quitter, so
Gotta stick it out.
Yeah.
Stick it out.
My nigga.
So I kept trying and eventually, it got good, and now and today at almost 40, it's amazing. But do I think I could be a virgin now at the age I am now, waiting to get married? At this point, shit, I don't know when I'm gonna get married. So It's hard enough in those streets as it is right now with the dating. So I don't know if I could date without the reward of an orgasm. I don't know if that would be possible for me, especially knowing what I know. Like, yeah, you have masturbation, but it's nothing like having a strong,
firm.
Yeah.
Pinga.
Yeah, I felt bad because he's looking at me. He's like,
He's
like, hope she's not going to be talking about dick all day.
Say it.
But yeah, it's not like having a strong dick
Bust your
orgasm
guns.
and everything as far as an orgasm is concerned. And if, I've had bad dates. And to know that I've had bad dates and then I've had good dates, and to know that the average, there would be no orgasm because I'm a virgin, I don't know if I'd be able to tolerate it.
That's tough.
Go ahead, you answer.
What's your guns?
What you got?
Well, I lost my shit at 12, and I saw stars. You know what I'm saying? It lasted maybe 30 seconds. Oh my God. What is this? What is this feeling? But you know what's fucked up? Immediately, I said to myself, oh my God, I hope this bitch ain't pregnant. So, yeah. But,
obviously there's no condoms involved.
No.
Come on, that's when you supposed to be. Your first time, you think that teachers are better in your head.
He's only 12, they didn't do that yet. They weren't talking about sex shit.
Well, I mean, Magic Johnson just came out and all of that shit, and, but I ain't. My first time, I don't look that shit.
Pregnant in 15 seconds. Impossible.
Who knows? I don't know. But I'm just glad she wasn't.
I don't care.
So, but I just want to say that bitch ain't no goddamn virgin. Get the fuck out of here.
She is.
I want to say that.
And she came from a she's Nigerian, so she has Nigerian parents, and they don't even believe in her acting path. They wanted her to be a doctor. So she kind of
Somebody busted
her own path.
open.
Well, she says no. I don't think anybody want to be up on TV. I'm a virgin.
Nah.
I'm a virgin.
I don't believe no female, unless they, under 18, talking about some, I'm a virgin. Get the fuck out of here.
Why?
Because y'all lying. Y'all bigger liars than we are.
Okay. I beg to differ. But why can't
somebody put their finger in it? Somebody get the fuck out of here.
No, but we're talking about penetration.
She been penetrated. Somebody touched it.
We're not talking. Somebody can lick it, touch it, but not, fuck.
But wait, are you saying somebody licked it that?
Well, I think if they licked it,
They
I don't
put
think.
it in her butt.
No. If you lick it, you give me head. I'm still a virgin.
No.
Yes, I'm still a virgin.
No. That's sex.
Come on. I believe she had head before, but if you don't stick it in,
somebody
make
put
me
it in.
feel
Maybe
good.
she ain't like it, but she ain't gonna sit up here and tell me she a virgin.
I don't think she'll not have anything.
Yeah, because to me, I say oral sex is sex and everything.
That's
So
why it's
if you
called
have
oral sex.
Hold on. So if someone eats you out, but you have not, he did not go in, y'all haven't fucked.
I don't count him as a body. Is that what you're asking?
That's what I'm saying. It's not a body. You don't go to your body
So
count.
I'm a hypocrite because I'm not adding that to my body
Your body
count. For my body count, I only count dick. So
it's the
But that's
same.
yours.
That's my body
That's
count.
yours, yeah.
But I
touched
guess I see it this way, because if you was my dude and you talking about, well, she just gave me head, I'm still going to kill you the same and everything, because to me, you still fucked around on me.
There you go.
Okay.
She ain't no virgin, though.
I don't know. I'm not really worried about her pussy
She
and what
lying.
she doing. But I don't think if you give oral sex or you got oral sex, that means that you didn't deflower me.
Yep, you know what? Let's ask the people.
You gonna put it out there?
Yeah, why not?
We gonna put that poll out there?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, is oral
gonna be
sex
real
cheating? Are
interesting.
you considered still a virgin if you've never been penetrated but you have had some tongue action?
Because you got to look at it like how she put it. Look, if it's not sex, then if I eat a chick out, that's not cheating on my wife.
She'll kill you the same.
I
I
don't
can
know.
promise you.
Right. Yeah, so it has to be the same. It's the same thing.
But okay, so just to be clear, because I like clarity, you're going to go by the actual scientific definition of sex. So we're going to use intercourse as our definition of sex for this. Okay. And if that's the case, and just going that route of complete clarity, and we go by the dictionary, and she has not been penetrated by a penis, then yes, she's still technically a virgin. If she still has her hymen, she's still technically a virgin.
Yes.
and everything. But I know she might not have a hymen. I don't know. It depends. I know when I get head sometimes they put the tongue in there, but that's not penetration.
That does not break through. That does not break through.
I haven't had a hymen in a long time, so I can't.
Just put some clarity on this. We don't know what's going on with her hymen. We don't know if but I don't know if she got oral sex. I don't know. It just says she's a virgin. She said that she's a virgin.
She only saying that shit to please her parents.
Maybe, but she grown ass woman. She already
She
wanted
not
to act.
genuine.
Then they wanted her to be a doctor.
Right, she already fucked up.
So I don't know.
Somebody put
But
something
it's
in.
hard to stay a virgin in today's.
It's hard for me to believe that. So.
Would you be able to stay a virgin?
I don't think. No. But I think about it like this, just to play devil's advocate. There's so many dudes that you done messed with, or I don't know if it works for guys, but there's so many dudes that you slept with that you wish you can get that back. Like, nigga, you wasn't worth it.
If there's less than a certain amount of time that you spent in it, I don't count you as part of my body count.
Oh, she got a lot of variables.
Yes,
They
I
go
have
to
a
the body
full-
count.
Because, like, if it was, like, once and it was trash and it was, like, 22 seconds of the best that you had,
It doesn't count.
It was less than a minute. So we're not going to count that. You're not going to add to my body count because you could perform poorly.
It's different for us.
Y'all don't care.
Man, I don't give a fuck. You know, the whole is whole. But some be a little looser than others. You know. But
That's because the big dick just went through it. Not just because she been loose.
Nah.
She been stretched out.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm alright.
Her snapback.
Yeah.
I'm alright.
She got them her cables.
I'm alright. And I done had some like, oh no, your shit is trash, mama. But
Mama.
if it's convenient, I'm going back in it. So, you know,
Mm.
it's different for us.
Yeah, because now, would you go back to a trash dick?
No.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm not wasting my time.
Why? What's the point?
No,
What's
it's
the
nothing
purpose?
to me. Like, orgasms aren't super easy to come by anyway. And so if you can't even give me that,
The minimum.
yeah.
You know what? That's why it's
Absolute
different for us, because that's
You
It's
got
guaranteed.
you know, that's our orgasm.
Yeah.
That, don't move. That's it. You know. So that's why
That's
if the
it.
shit
That's
trash
what it
but
is.
she convenient, yeah, I'm going right back in it.
Nah, I'm not.
So no, I don't care if he's downstairs.
Sometimes
you know,
I
like
just need it.
insecure. He's like 2 apartment complexes
Mhm.
down. No, if you whack,
Sometimes you
there's
just
no
need it.
point.
You know, you just need it.
No.
I need to get this shit out, and I'm tired of shooting for the goddamn wall. Somebody gonna get this shit. You know, they gonna get all this hot juice.
They gonna take this. They gonna take all this love. Now I got a question for you guys. Let's just say if you're in a relationship, whether you're married or you're just dating someone, and the man is jerking off, let's say 4 times a week.
Damn, that's a lot.
Okay. Well, the way y'all talk about jerking off, you and Ajax, like y'all
4
do that
times a
shit
week, though?
every fucking day.
God damn.
Okay, so let's just say he's jerking off 4 times a week.
Okay.
Wait, and he's in a relationship?
He's in a relationship. Let me
He
get to the
gay.
goddamn
Go ahead,
question.
go ahead, go
Yeah,
ahead.
Goddamn. So he's jerking off 4 times a week.
He one of those.
Is it A, her fault because she's always sleepy? Is it his fault because he has a high sex drive?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it no one's fault?
I'm going first?
No, our guest
Okay.
has to go
Okay.
first.
I
So
think-
whose fault is it?
I say nobody's fault. And I'm going to tell you why. I masturbate daily. Like, in the morning or at night. Like, in the morning to get my day started. And sometimes at night
As
to
a
put me
starter.
to bed. Yeah. Like, I need to get that aggression out my system before I go to work. Like,
Okay.
I work in a corporate environment. Like,
You gotta be right.
Yeah.
You gotta be on point.
They don't want me to come in there with hair trigger attitude. Like... And so, but it has nothing to do with my partner. Like, even if I'm in a relationship, it has nothing to do with that. It's just that, you know, it's just to release the stress and
Mhm.
tension
Mhm.
and everything. So I wouldn't care if he masturbated as much, unless when we got together, he was unable to perform with me.
Okay.
That's when it
That'd be
becomes
a
an
problem.
issue. But if he can still perform and I can still perform, I don't care how much you masturbate and everything. It's not. I don't think it's anybody's fault. I think, you know, he might have to get that stress off him too. So, you know, we don't live together,
Okay.
and so that's like a
But
major
what if you
thing.
do live together? Y'all are living
Oh,
together,
we
and
live together.
he's still jerking off a
4
lot,
times
4
a
times a week.
Nigga.
Whose fault is it?
That's a whole different spin to the question, because then it's like we right here in the bed. next to
What's
each
the
other.
point?
Yeah, like let's just both get up a little earlier, or, you know, let's skip the gym this morning and go ahead and get it popping. Damn it, man. Y'all just ruined my life. Man.
Cause you was good, you was good, but now y'all moved in.
Yeah, now we live together, and I could roll over and just sit on it, and it's like.
But some people have, a high sex drive, and no matter, you can fuck them right now, and then as soon as you leave out and go clean yourself up. So, is that anybody's fault, or that's just you got a high libido?
Nah, fuck all that, yo. We live together 4 times a week. You not touching that? You'd rather jerk off? For us, it's different. Like, I understand, but for us, it's different. We jerking off that much, and we have a significant other right there in the bed. No. It's somebody's fault. It ain't hers. It's his. What the fuck are you doing? Nah, you would rather please yourself than go up in that right now. Look at it. Look how she's laying in the bed, sideways. It's not even sticking out. You just slide the panties ever so slowly.
She doesn't have panties on the bed.
Oh my God, she ain't got no panties on, and you still just want to
Easy
jerk
access.
off?
Right.
Nigga. Right now she's asleep. It's just marinating. Oh my God, it's so right. Look, go like this. You understand? And you rather jerk off. See, something wrong with him. I'm sorry.
Because a lot of people have said this, that if he's jerking off so much that it's something wrong with the female, that she should be able to take care of her.
I disagree, and I think it's fucked up that you automatically assume that it's her. No, he's the one jerking off. Now, if she's using the excuse she's tired, somebody else knocking that shit down. I'm sorry.
I think if it's excessive excusing and everything, because there's sometimes in a month that I'm exhausted. And everything.
And that's understandable.
And that's usually like right before period time. It's like that whole PMS. I'm exhausted. And like to me, it's like, I don't want you to touch me. My nipples hurt. Everything hurts about me and everything. So that week prior to, it's like, I can't. But if he needed it, like if I knew he was going on a business trip or going on a little vacation with the boys, fuck these nipples. Let's go ahead and get this in.
Let's do what we need to do.
Right. So I wouldn't blame the woman, but I would definitely blame the man. Because I need to know why you can't approach your partner like that.
I think you have to blame him. How the fuck can you explain? I don't give a fuck how high your sex drive is. You jerking off 4 times a week. Ain't but 7 days. Come on. And it ain't your fault? Nigga, please.
Is he even asking his wife or his girlfriend? Is like he even attempting to get it?
I don't even think he's attempting. He's jerking off 4 times a week. That's a problem in any relationship.
But let's go over this tired thing. Because I think you said that, I think excuses can be a killer relationship. But I think being tired can be really a legitimate excuse. Let's just say, you're working, and you come home, you gotta cook, you gotta clean, you gotta be with the kids, and your husband or whoever, I don't even want to make it the man or woman, whoever. Let's just say one person goes to work, they cook, they come home, they cook, they clean, they're with the children.
Cook, clean, fuck your spouse.
Okay. But let's just think about this. Let me get it together. So you work, you cook, you clean, you're with the kids, and your significant other doesn't have to do that. They just come home and want to fuck. That can be a legitimate excuse that, not even an excuse, but a valid reason why she or he is tired. I think, to play devil's advocate, if you want her to be ready or you want him to be ready, then lighten their load.
Absolutely.
Make them want to jump on you.
Right.
Come home. Let them come home and the dinner's made and you don't have to do anything. And that's one headache off of you.
But when you put it like that, now you making it her fault.
No, that's why I took
he's the one jerking off 4 times a week, not,
No, but I'm taking the whole scenario and just flipping it.
And she's the one, if that's the case, let's say she's the one at home with the kids, cooking, cleaning, and handling the checkbooks and all of that shit,
I don't think it's
I'm
tired.
tired.
I think tired is the excuse, but I think frustration is the reason. And everything. I think because I just did all this stuff, and the only thing you want to do is come home, and you think that the only thing I'm ready to do for you is now fuck. Actually, bruh, it's not. And I think instead of communicating to your partner, like, hey, can you help me with this, or this is what's on my plate and everything, or this is overwhelming for me. It's like, I bet you ain't gonna get no pussy tonight.
Yeah.
I think it's frustration.
That's dope. But sometimes y'all need to know that's sexy as hell.
What's sexy?
We come home and the kids is in the bed or whatever, and the house is clean, shit is cooked. That's I just want.
But it takes a lot to do that.
I know, and sometimes y'all don't get
do that.
recognized or appreciated.
Right.
Yeah, like you want us to fuck you at night, every night or every other night, but where do you do your part? Like, when do I feel special or appreciated? When can I come home and just relax, or dinner's done?
I feel you.
It should be reciprocal. When I'm
not perfect, but that's why I'm proud of myself, because I'll take the time and do this and do that without being told or asked and shit like that, and I paint her nails and do all extra shit or shit that other people or other dudes will look at like, Chuck, what you doing? But no, it's not right. I don't think that my job is just to take out the trash and shit. But I'm not doing this so that I can get something.
You doing it because
I love her.
You love her.
Sometimes I be like, damn, you just cleaned the whole house and vacuumed and Pine-Sol and Fabulosos all over and smelling all good and shit. And, I feel bad. Like, damn, I could have did something. I could have dusted the ceiling fans or something, So that's why I do it. But I do still
expect, and that's what I'm talking about.
Right.
The expectation when you are not.
She cleaning.
Like
how she looking at that little apron shit with the head scarf and the barefoot. Oh my, the dog shit out of. I can't help it. I'm sorry.
You're a guy.
Sorry,
but
I ain't jerking off no 4 fucking times a week.
Maybe you need to come up behind her and tell her exactly what's about to happen. And then tell her, in this house don't have to be cleaned now.
Look, sometimes, right?
Take a break.
I be like, what's that in the end? That's a broom. Look, I got a big room. Shit like that. You gotta play with them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then clean up together later.
Yeah. I just think
If you call that cleaning up.
Trying to use
I
crazy.
stuff shit under the couch quick.
No, but then who's gonna have to clean it?
Shit.
Do you see the way I just judged him? Like, I had to, if I had pearls, I would have clutched them. Like, wait.
This is not the 1600s.
Like a caveman.
Yeah, like we are,
It's clean. Look, you don't see shit on the floor.
I'm like, let's clean again. I need you to clean the way I clean.
Shit.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? You sound just like that. I need you to clean the way I clean. God damn it.
I just thought it was interesting because, like, y'all have some expectations, but y'all don't meet or, some of our expectations and needs and wants.
Like I said, I know for a fact, I'm not perfect, but, I don't do that. But I do know for a fact that as men, we a little rough on y'all. I know. I ain't apologizing for none of them because I don't do that, but I know.
In general, for the
your
whole
species.
mankind. All the XY chromosomes.
Right. It's rough on y'all. It's hard.
It's hard out
here. So
here.
I do appreciate y'all. Y'all strong as hell. Because if it was, on the other foot, man, we wouldn't tolerate that shit.
And yeah, that's why I didn't want to make it a woman thing. Anybody. Because even if it's a woman out, I'm going to work, making the bread and the money or whatever, and, he's home with the kids and, and doing that. When you come home, you want some dick, but okay, like, help him out. He need a break. He need a respite.
But see, now it's weird because can you imagine that exact scenario, and you hear the all you want to do is have sex, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's a little weird now.
It's such, it's the same thing.
Yeah, because I can only imagine, it sounds cool at first, every time my wife get home, she just want to fuck and everything. But then after a while, you're like, yo,
that's all I'm here
we
for.
don't talk or nothing.
You know how y'all have girl talk? When we get together and one dude say that, all of us are now looking, you know what, I'll fuck the shit out your girl. Right. You just open the door.
But how long? But for how long? Until it's just your tool.
Because I know men want to feel appreciated too. Like I've heard guys say, I'm not just gonna be fucking for the sake of fucking. He's like, I'm too old for that at this point. So, at what point is it too old just to be fucking for the sake of it?
Mm-hmm. Just for a nut.
That I don't know. I just think my creator, whoever that is, that I'm not there yet.
Or how about this to stick closer to the topic? How long before you get tired of her just wanting to fuck you? Like, you're still doing everything, and the only thing she's doing is bringing some money home and having sex with you.
That's
but
it.
she's not taking nothing off your plate. How long before you get tired of that?
That's a good question. I don't know.
You taking care of the whole household. You taking care of the kids. That shit is a lot of work.
I can imagine. I don't know.
And let's just say
I don't have all the answers.
You still you just the guy we picking on today.
It's all right. It's okay.
Especially when you let's just take it out of context. You work too.
Mm-hmm.
You work and you come home with the kids
Mm-hmm.
and you clean. Maybe she works later.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of shit that you have to do, and then still have the expectation of every night that you have to fuck me. I need to be fucked.
Not just fuck me. Oh, you need to make sure that I have that magnet.
Right, it gotta be good. It gotta be good.
Yeah.
So now it's a little pressure, but
And you gotta be into it. It can't be just like bend over.
as a
You gotta
man,
be into
I'm
it.
sorry, as a man, ain't no excuse for us. We gotta perform.
Now I
That's
feel
just
bad
how
for
it
y'all.
is.
Y'all
Oh, no, don't.
Look, y'all got a little bad. Y'all got a little rough.
No. Shit.
Deep.
Yeah.
All right, that's a good discussion. We can
Thank
go
goodness
on
I ain't
and
got
on.
them problems.
Good for you.
Shit.
But it's a reality for a lot of people.
Yeah.
All right, this is Convo 42. Convo 42. So if you missed any of our previous convos, make sure you go to SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, and Podomatic. And we need those. What?
5-star ratings.
And make sure you go and subscribe to our new YouTube channel, Midnight Convos, and subscribe, rate, review, share our videos. Tell your cousin, tell your baby daddy, your mama, your brother, your transgender cousin to go subscribe to our channel. King Chuck.
Yes.
Let's get into our song of the week.
Okay, let's do that.
Got you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our song of the week is called Gas It Up by an artist known as Ant. That's A-N-T. You can connect to Ant on all of his social media, Facebook, Instagram, and for all our YouTube subscribers, check out the song of the week on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and Podomatic. And I just want to say real quick that I fucks with Old Boy. I like his flow. I like the song. Just that one song though. You know, I saw the other videos on YouTube and everything. Yeah. But that one right there, Gas It Up.
Yeah, it gets you bumping.
Yeah.
So you got a nice
The video is alright, but his
Yes, it
flow,
is.
his delivery is alright. So shout outs to Ant.
Absolutely. And if you want to be featured as our song of the week, make sure you send them to us. It doesn't matter what genre of music that you are into. Rap, hip hop, poets, whatever. Reggae. I want a reggae artist. I want to whine and whine.
Where the
Tell your
poets
people.
at?
I really want a reggae artist
Yeah,
to come on for y'all.
exactly. Anybody. So send it to midnightconvos247@gmail.com.
And don't forget, we will let you know if your shit is whack.
King Chuck will do that. I don't want to crush your
With a
dreams.
capital whack. God damn it.
All right, couple things I want to speak on before we get into this week's Cut 'em Loose. I think I got a good Cut 'em Loose. It's gonna make you think. But it's not like last week's, but it's good. But I wanted to get into a couple more serious topics. So everybody by now has heard about the Jemele Hill situation from ESPN.
I love her.
And before we get into her and what she said and if it's right, I just want to put this out there. Anthony Bourdain, the host of Parts Unknown on CNN, he jokingly said last week that if he was doing an event for President Trump 45, I don't even call him president, that he would poison him. Right? Now, it was said in jest, but he did say that if he was doing his event, he would poison him. Right?
Wow. The brown girl did not say
Yes.
that.
Wow.
And we don't condone or subscribe to what he said, but this is what he said. Miss Texas, a few weeks ago, she basically slammed him for his reaction and his thoughts on Charlottesville. No one took her crown away. No one is boycotting and saying that Anthony Bourdain, whether a joke or not, should be fired. But Sarah Huckabee, the White House aide, she got on live TV, and stated that she felt that ESPN should fire Jemele Hill. So my question to you guys is, one, where does a line get crossed when you have public figures talking about their political beliefs and thoughts? Should there be some boundaries that they can't cross when they work or represent large corporations? Or, they have the freedom of speech to say whatever they want, even if they're representing a large corporation such as ESPN?
you're supposed to go first. I just want to say this: the line is already crossed. This is the White House asking for a private citizen to be fired. The line right there is crossed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I've seen it a couple different ways because one, I wasn't familiar with who she was, so I just caught the story, and when you catch the story, you're just catching pieces of it and everything. So initially, I said, well, she's on ESPN, what she's talking about politics for anyway, and everything. That was my initial thing, and then somebody said that was her personal Twitter, and so then that caused me to have to do more research because I thought originally that she was using like ESPN's Twitter, and she was putting her own personal opinions on it. And so from my background, like there are things that I know I can't say on my company's behalf because I represent my company. Absolutely. So, I have to leave my personal opinions out of a lot of different things. But in my personal pages and my personal platforms, I can say what I want, but I make sure that I don't connect the two. So like on my social media, you'll always see my job called The Gig. That's it. Like you don't need to know where I work. I don't list it anywhere because I like to have the clear differences. Then I saw a video that I think The Root did.
Saw that.
Where she was saying why on ESPN she can talk about politics because these mega stars are talking about politics now. They're making these stands. They're using their platforms to talk about these things. And 45 is not excluded from that.
Absolutely not.
So when I looked at the larger picture, I have to agree with her. And I agree with you, King Chuck, when you said the second the White House went to a private organization and said, hey, you need to let her go. Like, wait a minute. Wait, you don't have the right to do that, especially when 45 is Mr. Twitter Fingers himself and is always consistently crossing the line as far as what somebody who represents the United States of America should say. Period.
Absolutely.
Like he'll fuck around and have us at World War III because it's something that he say off the fly on his Twitter. Walking around with these countries that don't play. So my thing is like you can't have this man that represents our country saying one thing and then talking about, oh, but wait, you need to fire her. And that's where I'm like, actually, I will stand with her now. Like, because now I have the bigger picture. But off of first glance, I was like, no, girl, you got to do better. Yeah. But after doing further research, I did go back on my own platform and say, hey, I got to eat my words. Because she wasn't using their platform to say it. So that makes a huge difference to me.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
King Chuck, you want to add to that?
No. She hit everything on the button, But my point was already made. Once the White House, called for her, to be fired, that was it. You can't do that. It's like they're in this position and they don't know what the fuck they're supposed to be doing, and that's definitely something you're not supposed to be doing.
Right.
You can't do that.
The funny thing is, sports and politics are intertwining.
Anyway, are you fucking kidding me? It has nothing to do with Colin Kaepernick and none of that shit. It's already there. So what the fuck are they talking about?
And this is the thing. I think I said this previously. Back in the day, Michael Jordan used to get beat down because he would not take a political stance. He would not say anything. If anything happened out in the world, he would not give his political thoughts or anything. Now you have people that are more vocal with whatever they believe in and what they see that's not being done correctly or being wrong for different people, and they're speaking out, and now you have a problem with it. She didn't say it while she was on ESPN on her show on the 6th. She said it on her personal time, on her personal page.
Right.
What's the problem?
The problem is it's a black female.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Know your place,
she's
you nigga
black
wench.
and she's a female. But I have a lot of respect for a couple of her.
That's why I love her so much.
Her coworkers.
Yes. Because they were trying to, okay, you want to do this? We got you, nigga.
We'll replace you.
We'll replace you. So they were going to put a biracial co-worker, I don't know her name off top, and somebody else to replace Michael Smith also, so they can go on and do the show. And they was like, we're not doing this.
Yep. And I applauded them for that. Because it's like, actually, no, we won't. And hey, NFL, you see you guys in the same NFL union as Kaepernick? I'm disappointed in y'all because y'all could have did the same thing.
I said that. Yo, it's not, how can it work? All right, this is the players union, but the person who's in charge of this shit is also like the GM of a team. Like, get the fuck out of here.
And that's
said that.
That's my thing. Like her coworker said, actually, you will not silence our coworker, and we will not go ahead and comply and just take her place because I don't believe in what you're doing, and I believe in the freedom of speech that she has, especially as a journalist on her own platform.
Absolutely.
Get the fuck out of here. That's right, goddammit.
I don't know if you guys
Strength in numbers. We gotta stand the fuck up.
Absolutely. But I don't know if you guys listen to Joe Madsen in the morning, but I love him. The Black Eagle. He gets y'all straight. But anyway, one thing he always says that sticks in my head. He says, in any movement, you have to have sacrifice. Mm-hmm. If there's no sacrifice, you can't make change. You can't be afraid to stand out there, even if it's alone. So with those coworkers saying we stand with her, that takes a lot of balls because they could have easily said, okay, you stand with her, you be on the unemployment line too. Mm-hmm. So you have to make sacrifices. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I know with me, I am not watching the NFL. I have not watched a game, and I will continue to not watch a game. King Chuck, you bleed blue. And what's this? Blue, white?
Big blue.
Big blue? You
blue.
Bleed them,
yes.
right? You
Giants.
love all the players.
Yes.
Right? Eli. Mm-hmm. You think he's an elite quarterback.
He is.
Are you sticking to your guns?
Yeah. I ain't watching no NFL games.
NFL games.
Not one. I ain't watching no NFL games.
Because you were loud and proud about
Kaepernick.
So what?
He took a knee for me, so I'll take a stand for him.
So are you standing strong?
Yeah, it's hard, but I got it.
Do you watch the
I don't watch shit. I don't.
What about on the news? Do you turn it off when the
I don't watch nothing. I watch the highlights. I don't know the scores. I don't know look.
Do you don't play fantasy?
No.
Mm-mm. You watch the college games though?
Yeah, I do college.
Just not the NFL.
No.
Good for you.
Well, college players were taking a real stand. Like, what was it, West Virginia, where their whole team refused to play? What was it, last year or a year before? I think all their black players refused to show up to a game.
Missouri.
Sure.
Missouri. Okay. I just know that one of those teams, they was like, actually, we're not here for that.
And that they saw the numbers when they, they always crunching numbers.
Yep.
When they saw that shit, they was, oh no, all right, you know what?
Black students weren't coming to the games. Black people
that
weren't
affected,
coming to the games,
college,
and
they don't fuck around.
Because it's all, the bottom
that
line
money.
is about money.
Yeah, the bottom line is the bottom line.
Green,
You're right.
Green. Yeah, I remember that now that you speak on it.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't it somebody on the campus was calling
a lot of people was getting racially profiled and harassed and all of that shit, racist rants and all of that shit. So the players, they did it the right way. They used their chain of command, they went to this person and that person, hey, we need to do something, stop it, nip it in the butt, all that shit.
They weren't being heard.
Right. So the players were like, all right, fuck it. This is what we're going to do. Strike, we ain't playing.
And
get them in the pockets.
Mm-hmm. Look, and change was made. Like, people lost their jobs. People that weren't listening no longer work for that university. And so my thing is, and I always think, because my background is human resources. So I'm always thinking because I work with unions. So I worked at companies where the unions go on strike. Mm-hmm. And if one union goes on strike, they all go on strike. So I'm like this. When I found out, because as you know, I always tell people, I don't have a horse in this race. I don't watch football like that. I'm just cheering for the winner or whoever my baby's cheering for. That's the only person I'm here for.
Can't be wrong for that.
So I don't really care. But when I look at the larger picture of it, and I'm like, look, y'all are in the same union and everything. Imagine a change that you would see as far as when they didn't give Kaepernick a job, and this is just my humble opinion, they were basically saying, we don't want your bullshit platform to be used for anything that we don't agree with. Mm-hmm. And for the rest of y'all, if you think you want to do the same, you can sit out and not get a contract or not get a check just like him and everything. So that's the NFL made their stand that way. And the only reason why I say if I was a fan where I would boycott is because I don't believe in people being silenced.
Right.
And that's my whole thing. I'm not saying that, it makes a difference for the whole movement, but you're not going to silence me. And you're basically threatening these players and saying, well, you don't have a job either, and they're scared and they won't make that stand. Imagine how strong that message would have been that first game, what was it, last week, if all the black players didn't show up.
Ooh.
Yeah. What is it?
We talking billions.
That's 80% of the league, right?
Probably higher.
Higher?
Let's say 96%.
So let's imagine if the black players didn't show up. any black coaches, if there's 10, maybe,
if
that.
Maybe
if the black
handful,
coaches didn't show up, or any black person in the NFL organization did not show up to work that day, the cameraman said everything, if they didn't show up, what message was just been made? Like, what power would have been in that? And that's why I say I'm disappointed in the players for not standing with the person that is in the same union as them.
It's deep. It's absolutely deep.
All.
Preach.
Yeah, hopefully.
I mean, I'm still going to do brunch on Sundays anyway. So.
But it's deep, and hopefully.
It is.
You know, I'm a big
but it's solvable.
Football fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to know that my team sucks, and what piece are they missing?
Who's your team? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, shit.
Yeah. They suck horribly. And the piece that's missing, not the only piece, but the biggest piece, is a quarterback.
Imagine what y'all could do with Kaepernick.
And I'm not saying he's the savior of the...
No.
But...
He has a Super Bowl ring.
Not a ring.
Not a ring, but he's been there.
Okay.
He's been there.
Like I said, I'm talking.
And he's not a bum.
He's not a bum.
At all.
We're paying $6 million to a bum.
For a bum.
And this is a crazy thing. He gets, I think, $150,000 for every game that he starts. On top of the $6 million.
Multiply that by 16.
So you can't tell me that Kaepernick can't do what he's doing?
How much you get to sit on the bench?
He wouldn't get the $150K.
If you're a bum,
he'll just get us $6 million.
The minimum is $110,000.
I'm trying out for your team next season.
You know
I'm trying out to walk on. I'll just be one of the practice people that they just hit.
The practice squad makes $6 figures.
The fuck?
Yeah. This is a big. This
I'm
is a
a
$1
wrong
billion
field.
business.
When you're in, you're in. Yep.
Watch me. Look, the brown girl trying out. She
Now-
working on somebody's team. 6 figures, bitch.
If it was the bench warmers and then the practice squad, you know, not willing to take the sacrifice, I get it. I understand that.
Right.
But when these
got
are
guaranteed
millionaires and guaranteed or not, these are millionaires. I don't give a fuck if you blew your money or not.
Right.
When you sit up there and say, "Oh no, I gotta take care of my family," knock it the fuck off. You know. Because 2 years ago you signed a 3-year, $15 million contract. Shut the fuck up.
But it's different in football because all your money is not guaranteed. It's not like NBA.
But they
money.
got money. They have $1 million. They can sit out a few games.
But $1 million in the big scheme of thing, and to us is a lot. To them, it's not a lot. $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when we talk about different tax brackets, the percentage that they take, that's not a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But the thing is, they wouldn't have to sit out but one game. One game would be enough to send a message.
Mm-hmm.
Because advertisers is losing money. People who bought tickets.
Yeah, you got to put the best product on the field.
Yeah,
if you're not doing that.
Because if I bought a ticket and I show up to the game and the players did, and I'm like, excuse me,
refund.
Who's giving me my $500 back? Because
the NFL is something else. They dogging Kaepernick right now, but they actually did charge the military to have the soldiers on the field.
Oh, they always did.
They've been doing that for a while.
Yeah.
I think they just stopped within the past 5 years.
That's because it was broadcasted. That's what they do.
It's out now.
Yeah. Because I knew a couple guys that did that, and then he's like, yeah, we pay to put the flag out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, so they don't really care about it.
No!
We thought they did.
No, like I said, it's
Perception
okay
is key.
to beat your bitch. But watch, October coming, you gonna see the pink ribbons and the pink socks and
For
the
breast
gloves.
cancer, yeah. Yeah, I always said that about the NFL. I'm like, okay, so you can rape, you can kill, you can beat your wife, your girlfriend, but you can't do a peaceful protest?
Peaceful.
Okay, I got it.
It just
But
doesn't
wait,
add up.
advertisers are still paying for rapists, womanizers, abusers, and murderers. They're still paying them endorsement deals?
Top dollar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Top going rates.
Ray Lewis, don't forget that you had that charge too, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't forget.
I ain't forget. Wait, you helped him put the body in the trunk. What you say? God is good. What? Don't get me started on Ray Lewis.
And I look, Mr. Lewis, you know I loved you back then, and I couldn't even stand what you did. I'm like, wait, like I can't have your babies no more.
No more Ray Lewis.
Yeah, I gotta make a stand somewhere. I don't have little murder babies.
Murder babies.
They be 2 years old and you standing over you like, Mom, I want some cereal. When did you get here? How did you get in my room when I locked the door?
Oh God! You know who my daddy is? You know who my daddy is?
Oh shit, yo, chill.
I'm sending you straight back to the baby factory.
Chill,
Like,
yo. Oh shit.
That's funny.
Uh-huh.
Let's move into our last convo. I want to talk about the security officer in Minnesota, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll put it in context. He is a white male.
Mm-hmm.
He's a security guard at St. Catherine's University in Minnesota. He accidentally shot himself in the shoulder. Bing, bing, bing. Bullet goes right through his shoulder. Now, this campus, they don't allow the security guards to be armed. So he was afraid that he was going to lose his job and be fired because he brought his personal gun to his job and shot himself in the shoulder, accidentally. So what did he do?
Blamed it on the black guy.
You had to blame it on a black man.
He blamed it on a black guy with a short,
I was just bullshit.
little, low afro. Right?
Low
So-
afro.
A low afro.
75%
What the
black guys. The ones that don't get the Caesar cut.
So
in Minnesota, they probably don't have a lot of black barbers.
So a black guy with a short afro. So now the campus was shut down for about 5 hours.
For a shooter.
For a shooter,
A black
with a low afro, and
Probably like 5'11", probably average height.
named Tyrone.
yeah.
Mm.
And my thing is like, why is this acceptable? Why do we always get the end of the stick? Now, poor black guy in the community, because you know it's not a lot of us in Minnesota. No, you're getting pulled over and gunned to your neck because this motherfucker lied.
It's like
about-
Rosewood.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, like, did you hear about this story? And what's your thoughts on this story? Because it happens so often. You know, we go through history. You know, women saying that there was carjacked and people stole
Babies
their
in
car.
the lake or whatever.
Yeah,
A
because
black person not gonna kidnap your kids that ain't
They-
there.
hey,
A black
We
man
don't do that.
A black man ain't gonna take no little white kids in a car. All of y'all would have been out on that damn sidewalk. God damn it. Like, we're not even taking other people's kids. No, look, we don't even claim all of our own kin. So we ain't
so
gonna
we take
take
little white
everybody.
babies.
Pun intended. Shit.
So
Oh my
yeah,
God.
I did hear about this. I actually heard about it this morning. So I'm always late when it comes to news. But the sad part is I wasn't surprised.
No.
I wasn't surprised at all. I was like, okay, so we're a scapegoat again. But where I hope, and I don't know what they're doing so far, but I hope they punish him accordingly
They
because
arrested him.
Justice should prevail.
because one, there's a lot of police hours that were just spent looking for a person that
Yeah.
didn't exist. Two, there was false accusations that could have led a person to lose
Their life.
That should
Like-
be a charge.
And right now, in this day and age, it's so normal for a black man to lose his life over shit that he didn't do without having a weapon and nobody getting punished for it. So that man who shot himself accidentally, which I still have questions on that, he was putting a lot of black men at risk. And basically he made it a manhunt for them.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's considered we'll say air quotes, pseudo law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I wouldn't be surprised if he's not punished at all. He'll probably get.
Well, he was arrested, but we don't know, what the outcome will
He'll
be.
lose his job.
Yeah.
Right.
He'll bond out.
He'll keep his license.
slap on the
carry.
wrist.
But the funny thing, you said, he put black men at risk. He put at a greater risk.
Yeah.
We're already,
Yeah.
it's already hunting
Mhm.
season. So now you're putting us at greater risk.
Like a true hunt. Like,
Right.
oh wait, we need a 5'11" man. He probably
Right.
chocolate. He probably gave like a full description of an average.
That's
black man.
almost all of us.
Yes.
So we gotta lose our life because you don't want to lose your job, a security job.
Yeah.
But let's get into that because I agree with everything you said. So I don't need to add to that. But let's get into that. How the fuck you accidentally shoot yourself in the shoulder? And was he, on the clock?
He was on the clock.
Oh.
I didn't get into the details of what was he doing in the
What, they spinning the gun around like this?
Yeah.
playing cowboys in the woods.
Where was this, Minnesota? Oh, I'm bored. I'm gonna find me a nigger today.
Probably.
Come on, man.
You can't make this shit up.
Captain
No,
America.
something else is going on. I bet you he was. I
He was
bet
hunting
you.
for somebody.
No, I bet you he had an underage girl and she was fighting off and he
Shot
and
himself.
she shot him. I'm not accepting that you accidentally
Please
shoot
don't tell
yourself.
me. No,
in the
because you
shoulder.
can't accidentally do this.
No. No matter how you do it, I can't see how that
You
happens.
can't even accidentally shoot a weapon.
If it wasn't in the thigh maybe and everything,
But not
just
in the
real
shoulder.
aggressive putting your gun where it shouldn't be. Alright, yeah, I can see that. I mean, some football players did it. I think who's on your team.
Flexico burst.
Right in the leg, right?
But yeah, your
Never
shoulder,
the same.
there's a lot going on. Like, I haven't even accidentally dropped bleach on my shoulder. So, so I don't understand. Like, you know, when you're cleaning the spring, shit happens, but it never got on my shoulder.
And he should, just for the record, he should never be a security guard again.
Ever.
Never.
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 So a black man's life is worth less than your $8 job because I'm assuming that you're a security guard. You're not getting paid much. I mean, just above. Sorry guys, I'm not judging you, but
In Minnesota with no gun, no, they're not making that
Yeah.
much. Come on.
it's $8.
You better get your
$10
free
top,
education and keep it moving.
basically.
Right?
Basically.
I'll be utilizing those classes,
Mhm.
getting my class on.
Yeah, that's all I can imagine it being.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing, but maybe he was new to the job and was happy. Let me bring my little gun, play cop. Maybe he
And
wanted
it's
to be a
his
cop.
gun.
He was
And they didn't allow weapons.
yeah
On the campus.
Yeah.
So not only should he be fired, he should not be allowed to be a security guard again. And he should be locked the fuck up for that alone.
Yeah. You're bringing a loaded weapon that you can't.
Is that
handle
not a school zone? Does that not count?
If the school, most colleges and universities have.
And they
laws.
say no? Yeah, is that not a
When you sign that
Yeah.
contract saying that you're okay with all the rules that they gave you. And I'm using that word contract exactly how I meant it, guys. Like when you sign, when you agree to all your job stuff, you sign a contract with your job.
Sure
Absolutely,
do.
you do.
Sure do.
And so,
What if it was me?
But it's hunting season.
Yeah.
Hunting
once they
season.
found out it was you that shot yourself and you blamed a white man,
Oh.
Get about it.
Not even good luck. Damn, Chuck. It's done. I'm done. They gonna hang my ass. Come on, man.
I'm like, so you need a new
Co-host.
co-host? Like, I know a couple guys,
And the first thing you gonna ask me, why the fuck did you bring your gun on campus when they say no? Like, come on, Chuck.
I'm not going to ask you a question. I'm going to assume that you had a stroke.
Mm.
And
Right?
Let's
Because
assume, yeah.
that would explain this.
And if I was you, I was like, look strokey. Like,
Look strokey.
that's all I can say. That's the only thing that's going to save you. Look strokey. Like, start limping and like,
shit.
I mean,
Get your character down.
Yeah.
Pat.
Start drooling.
Yeah.
Slur those words and everything. Look, are you diabetic? Say your
This
sugar
whole
high.
side just dead. Look strokey.
Like, say your sugar got. I got some insulin that I can give you real quick that'll drop you low.
my
And that way you know
Fuck,
you
yo.
can't control nothing when your sugar low.
That is true.
Like I would help you the best I could. And I'm like, take your shoes off real quick. We'll shoot you up. But
That's some good advice, yo. That's good advice. Girl,
But-
smart.
but other than that, I was like, well, sorry, nigga.
You done hung yourself,
For
dude.
real.
Like,
Oh,
we'll,
man.
we'll keep your wife covered, but I don't know what else we could tell you.
Yeah, bottom line is we gotta get him the what's his name?
I don't even
Officer
care about-
Dumbass. We gotta get him the
Yeah.
fuck out of there.
Yeah.
You played yourself. Congratulations. You played yourself.
Dumbass.
I'll be following that, and I'm actually gonna put that on my Google alerts because I would like to see
The outcome of that
I'm
situation.
interested.
Yeah, they should castrate him.
Damn.
And here I'm like,
Yeah, I heard that. What the fuck?
but I don't have the conflict. Wait,
You know why I say that?
that would stop a lot of fucking crime.
You need to specify that one. Yeah, we want to know why.
You were trying to take out one of our black boys. So
Mhm.
let's take out your boys so you don't make any more boys.
Damn.
Let's
So
castrate
you
him.
won't have dumbass kids?
Yeah.
I
So there's
understand
no
that.
cycle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Stop the cycle murders.
Right? We gotta.
You gotta get them how they do us.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, all right.
Y'all know I'm just bullshitting, right?
Nah, no, she not.
Don't be
No,
putting
she.
shit on my page. Nah, crazy shit. I'm just
Castrate,
playing.
castrate him.
Castrate his ass.
You start filing false claims against black men and women. You knew what was going to happen to us, so
Hashtag got him.
No balls tonight.
Oh,
yeah, we
shit.
just gonna end your whole bloodline right now.
Yeah, right now it's gonna stop at you.
Arya Starks. Winter is here and the North did not forget.
You done, dude. Done. Yo, this is Convo 42. Man, we are having such a good time.
I know.
This is
Really?
like it's like a conversation that never ends.
Do y'all have a couple more minutes out? Do you?
Say that?
Do you have a couple more minutes?
Absolutely.
Okay, because I don't like when I got home last night. Did you guys know that Kevin Hart made this.
Oh no, we can't talk about that.
Oh, God
I'm gonna
damn
let
it.
you talk about that on another.
Okay.
You know, we're not talking about that. We're gonna do that on our 5-minute convo.
Okay.
Yeah. Our 5-minute worldwide convo is gonna come out tonight, so we're
Okay.
gonna save that for that.
All right.
So yeah, that's why.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh.
Another one bites the dust. You've ever heard of it? That's good. So it's gonna be fresh.
Okay. I'll share you my Instagram and I'll see you later.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Listen, Convo 42. Make sure you check out our previous Convo, SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, Podomatic. What they need to do, King Chuck?
Give us the 5-star rating all the time, every time.
Yes. Go to our YouTube channel, Midnight Convo Podcast. Make sure you subscribe to our videos. If you want to be featured on our show as a song of the week, make sure you email us at midnightconvos247.
Don't let your shit be whack.
at gmail.com. You are horrible. He's waiting to crush me. I won't let him be too brutal. I can't, because I like people and I want them to send their song.
Somebody got to tell you.
Let dreamers dream.
Yes, let them live.
Okay.
Let them live. So I'm not going to let him be too crazy. And if you want to mash up with us, we love mashing up with people, you know, in our area, New Jersey. Let's do it. That's how we did it with Miss Erica. And she's now in the
AKA
building
the
with us.
brown girl.
Absolutely. So, without further ado, the shit that we've been waiting for, what I've been waiting for. I like to see King Chuck's face when I stump his ass.
You're not gonna give me
face.
with the cut him loose. You're not.
So, without further ado, we're gonna get into cut him loose.
I will admit that.
Whack rapper style.
Oh shit, I love it already.
All right, so I'm gonna set this up a little different than normal. So normally we just cut them loose,
Okay.
pick one and cut them loose. But I'm gonna frame this with something. So, let's say you were given $5 million to be on a deserted island for 30 days, right? And you can only take the music collection of 3 out of the 4 artists. So, your 30 days deserted island, if you make it through, you get $5 million deposited right into your account. But you can only pick 3. So one of them has to be cut away. So, whack rapper style.
With a capital whack.
Capital whack.
I'm nervous.
All right. So, Erica the brown girl. We got Birdman.
Go ahead, girl.
I want to walk off. I swear to God, I want to walk off right now. Holy shit!
We got MC Hammer.
It don't even matter who else want to listen.
We got Master P and Young Thug. So $5 million, you have to take 3 of them. Who are you cutting? I'm gonna say the names again: Birdman, MC Hammer, Young Thug, Master P. 30 days on the island. Who are you cutting? Make them say,
Because, like, in my head, I'm thinking, I was like, well, you know, my salary's not really that bad now. Like, so maybe I just won't
$5
be
million. And that's after taxes.
Oh, damn. Well, I'm going to have to cut Birdman, and I'm going to tell you why. I don't know nothing he's never done. I can't tell you a Birdman song. Only thing I know is he like kissing everybody.
Kissing on my babies.
Yeah. So I don't know who Birdman is. I still do the MC Hammer from time to time when I'm cleaning my house. Who's that guy?
Young Thug.
Yeah, he has good production. So
I'm a stunner. I like that song.
like I don't know his music either, but I know for sure I don't know Birdman's music.
So you keeping Master P?
Master P, I'm gonna keep him because I'm almost 40, so Master P has some good hits back in my day.
Name one.
I don't know, but don't do that.
I'm about it. About it. Yeah.
About it. Like
that's it.
Yeah. So and I respect his business style. So yeah. Master P might pay me additional $5 million for keeping him, so I don't know.
You ain't never lied.
For real though.
So he still got his money.
Oh
yeah, he's a na. So yeah, I know him.
He's na.
Na.
Oh shit, yo.
King Chuck.
Nah, I'm Birdman. Get the fuck out. He ain't even a rapper. Birdman,
He
baby,
isn't?
I'm flying any weather. Shut the fuck up.
I didn't even know what he did.
What happened to that boy? Shut the fuck up.
Right, would do this.
Fuck bird.
Oh, so he throwing gang signs? Yeah, I can't rock.
Yeah, he rocks. First of all, he got all those tattoos. Right, and he did a tattoo on his head.
He got a star
or something.
Wait, is he the one that you gonna put some respect on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Put some respect on it. Shut the what the fuck? Hey yo, see they can't have me on the Breakfast Club because I right then there, him and his goon. Who the fuck is you?
I would have just flipped him out the chair.
I wish a nigga would come in here talking about something. Hey, would put some respect on my name. It's we finish, it's we done. I'd have hit him right there. Bam!
That's a
I
lawsuit.
wouldn't hit him. I would have literally I would have just flipped the seat, flipped his chair a little bit. Not even hard. Just pull back.
Yeah.
You know, once they do that jerk,
You got him. You got him.
you know it's like the I think you about to fall out your work chair. Like if you lean back too far, like his feet would have been in the air and everything. Shit.
That ain't
Tired of
gangster.
y'all talking about me. Who the fuck is you?
You gonna put some respect.
He
on
out
it.
of there. I fuck with MC Hammer. I fuck with Master P. I
Then
don't.
I saw you last week with them hammer pants on.
Nah, I ain't had no
You
Hammer
did.
pants
Yes,
on,
you
y'all.
did.
trying to
You
get me.
did.
You almost had me think like, well,
They are
no.
coming back.
They were
though.
extra. Yeah, they were.
I won't be. I did have a pair back there. I'm not gonna start.
Did you have the pumping up bump speedos? Pumping
Nah.
up, pumps and
That was actually a good video. That was
had
actually a good
big
video.
ass dick. You
I
remember that
didn't
video?
say that. I didn't say. I
This
said
shit
it was a
was.
good video.
I was like a little kid, like what the fuck?
I just said it was a good
Wait a
video. I
minute.
didn't say that.
Yeah,
I don't
pumps
know.
and a bump.
Hey, I'm
Pumps
singing.
and I saw him in a different light.
I just remember the
My mom
chicks.
didn't want me to watch that
No.
And waterfalls. Yeah, I didn't say none of
She's like,
that
Eric, what you watching? Nothing. And singing. Turn that goddamn TV off. Okay, man.
You remember it though, right?
shit. I remember the video and
now
the
he
chicks
can't
and the
unsee it.
waterfall. And that's all I'm sticking to. I didn't say nothing. It was a good video. I didn't say
I
nothing
can't
about
unsee it.
the.
Well produced.
I didn't say nothing about the gold speedos he had on. Wait, you
Oh,
didn't say it was gold.
how you know that?
And I don't fuck with Young Thug, so, but, you know. Birdman, get the fuck out of here. So, wait.
Young Thug had a decent album cover. He
Yeah.
had like a lamp. I like that.
He looks like a lamp.
Yeah, isn't that the one where he had the lamp like he was a video game?
I can't even
I don't
remember.
fuck
I
with
don't
it.
know what
I don't-
nothing
I don't
of
fuck
his
with
shit.
I just know I'm cutting Birdman the fuck off.
No matter what.
Give him my $5 million. Fuck him. So, Tiff, you got Birdman, MC Hammer, Young Thug, and Master P. $5 million if you could stay on a deserted island for 30 days. Who you cutting loose?
See, the easiest thing to go with Birdman. But right, if you got an album with Birdman, he hasn't made anything recent, so there's probably gonna be like Hot Boys on it, some Wayne on it, and it's probably gonna be young Lil Wayne. I could tolerate Wayne on the songs, you know, because like most of the songs probably is gonna have Wayne on it. So I don't know if I would cut it, because I probably hear more Wayne and BG and all them motherfuckers than him. So I don't necessarily think I would cut him. I could mess with him. No, that's New Kids on the Block. But Hammer, I could mess with Hammer. Young Thug.
All right, we pray. Pray.
Just to make it.
Yeah,
I
too
remember
legit to quit.
That's when he was trying to battle Michael Jackson. He thought he could beat him with the dancing.
No.
Remember he had the fake Michael.
He tried and he was close. Well,
No, he wasn't close.
this how close it is, right? Michael Jackson, when his album sold 30 million, Hammer did 15. God damn, for a rapper though,
and
yeah.
for, yeah.
you can't touch this.
But yeah.
Woo!
He was doing the Pepsi commercials and shit.
Shit.
Getting that money. I don't think I could do a whole album of Master P. Oh my
Really?
God. Hell no.
You look for bitches and blunts. We look for weed and money. His shit was tough.
No, I can't do. I think I'm going to cut Master P. Just because Birdman will probably have the Cash Money people on it. So hopefully it'll be like most of Cash Money. So I'm cutting Master P.
Because he stopped paying them.
Oh, yeah.
And by the way, you mentioned him earlier, BG. He was the hottest one.
I like Juvie. Ooh, I like it like that.
Oh,
You working your back.
He was alright.
Nobody with it.
So you had that word,
I
huh?
do remember
You was
yeah.
dumping the diesel, huh?
Yeah.
You was jumping in the fences from the boys, huh? Yeah. But BG was that dude.
I think
But
he was in prison.
He do dope, so.
No, is it BG?
No, it's the other guy.
Manny Fresh,
No, Manny. Not Manny.
There was another guy who went back for raping again.
Mystical.
Yeah. Was he part of their team?
He
That's
was
Master
that
P
was Master
voice.
P.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Oh.
BG, Little Turk, Wayne, Juvie.
I don't have no idea.
Birdman.
Birdman. Yeah, Birdman sucked as a rapper, but I'm assuming that if you go to old music, he hasn't put nothing out yet, it'll be
But Master P,
saturated.
his squad, the whack nigga on the squad was Silk the Shocker. Cause we fuck with Mystical. We fuck, what's her name? Mia?
Mia X. I like Mia X. Big Mama.
You know, his brother, he was
See,
in the
Murder
movies.
was whack.
Yeah, he wasn't, we ain't really fuck. But we like him in the movies and shit. And the other one, that does the behind the scenes shit. You know,
Who the hell?
he looked like a Master P but skinnier with glasses and shit. I forgot his
I don't
fucking
know.
name. But he does the paperwork or whatever.
But they
anyway,
all whack.
I'll take his squad over Cash Money.
But I could dance to all their songs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
Yeah,
thing,
you
like,
look good
if
on your back.
Especially if I'm me on this island by myself, I need to be able to do something. Like, I need to be able to move. Like, I need to be able to dance to it.
You gotta be able to put some
Yeah.
in.
Be like, oh.
Girl, you look
Right.
good
When you back that ass up.
You a big fine woman.
Yeah.
Wobble lip, wobble lip, wobble lip, wobble lip, wobble lip,
They
wobble lip.
find me on the island dance. I'm like, wait, I
Shit,
finally got twerking
I
down.
think that's the one song that the chicks abroad, you know, they all start moving when they hear that shit.
Like, yeah, you can't help that.
You saw the video? They was like, if a dude is creeping and you want to find out if he's creeping, play that song and bitches coming out under the bed and the closet. Oh shit, girl!
Yes.
So yeah.
So yeah, I got at least take the ones that I could dance to, and that's the only reason.
You know what?
Young
I
Thug
gotta
City.
give them credit too because they was big then,
Mm-hmm.
and they could have had a whole bunch of video vixens, but they chose the chicks from their hood to
be
dance
in
in
the
that
video?
video. Yeah, I gotta give it up to
I
them
give
for
them
that
respect
one.
for that too.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm rocking. So you're cutting Birdman.
Birdman,
Erica's
fuck outta
cutting
here.
Birdman. I'm cutting Master P. So we want to know, who are you cutting loose?
Clip his fucking wings off.
Birdman, MC Hammer, Young Thug, or Master
I'm surprised you
P.
chose Master P.
Yeah, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear that shit all.
5 million, Tiff. Come on, 30 days.
Like I said, I agree. I got to dance with something.
Mm.
I can't name a song that he did. Master P, like, besides make
That
him
made
say,
you dance?
yeah. Make him say,
In the 90s, they did a lot. In the 90s,
But name one.
I don't know. The 90s. Was
I'm
20
sitting
years
here
ago.
thinking Master P dance. Nah,
No,
everything was
it's
I'm
nothing-
about it, and no, we know lemon soldiers. And
No, I can't. I can't think of none. At least with Birdman, the shit, I can name some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can.
make
Yeah.
it shit.
I wouldn't be able to name anything.
No,
for
you
him,
can't. Nah.
Like, I don't even remember lyrics of people's songs, so.
Oh, see, I'm big on
Yeah.
music, so I know from
No,
head
you
to toe.
can't.
I
Master
can't.
P had a
So
dance.
I gotta go at 5 million. I gotta keep my sanity, right?
Right.
So I gotta be able to,
I feel you.
you know.
But they ain't say you gotta listen to all of them all the time. You could pick one.
Rotate
of them.
that
Right.
Look, I took all 3 on the island, you know.
And 30 days at that, man.
Yeah.
You know what?
30 days.
Some of them days I'm skipping.
You're gonna have to make some boys and fifis.
You know, maybe I'm playing on one side of the island, I'm on the other side of the island. Just give me my fucking money,
I'm
man.
going
You
swing
ain't
it right.
ever lie.
Chilling.
Y'all ever see that show? What is it called? It's like Naked.
Dating naked?
No,
I love
it's called
Naked.
Where they out as 2 people.
How
2
come they not
contestants.
fucking?
Because
Oh, when they're trying to navigate through the woods and
With
everything?
they clothes
They sleeping
Yeah.
we naked. They, put me on the show. I'm fucking.
no, fucking, they be having scars
No.
and
I'm not
worms
going
in
on
their
this- I'm
asses.
not going on the show because, first of all, I don't want
fucking-
my lady parts near anything that might be poison. I don't want
Yes.
ants and shit crawling up my stuff.
I'm not shitting outside.
But you get through it. I think it's 100,000.
I didn't know they get paid.
100,000. Yeah. They get. You gotta make it though.
100,000,
It ain't worth
that's
it.
it?
Yeah.
100,000?
Yeah.
And then after
to
taxes,
eat,
I'm
snakes
not
or
eating
some shit.
snakes.
I don't know.
How long you out there?
Like a month.
No.
I'll do it.
You know why? Because
But I'm
100,000,
fucking-
you get 100,000 in regular corporate salary. Nope.
can't do it. Can't
But
do
it's
it.
the fastest 100,000 you ever made in 1 month.
And then they tax it.
Yeah.
Not worth it.
So that's why you should
Ants.
fuck.
Ant, can you imagine?
But you might not even be attracted to the person you're
Ants is in
there.
your dick hole.
Whoa,
Poisonous
slow
stuff
down,
in
slow
your
down.
dick
Wait,
hole.
I didn't. Whoa,
I think all this stuff through.
I'm not doing that.
You're sleeping naked.
I'm
Where
not
are you
getting no
sleeping?
sleep. I'm
You
not
have
getting no
twigs
sleep.
around your shit.
I'll figure something out. I'm not letting no ants get on my shit.
You peeing
You
in
ain't got no
You
choice.
just made me go like this, and I
You
don't
trying
even
to wash?
have
You
ants.
trying to wash up real quick? Parasites just got in your
Oh,
dick.
see, I'm not. I can't.
Is that worth 100,000?
And you can't fuck the same.
No,
You
Is
can
that
have
worth-
lip dick.
no, I didn't think it
You
through.
can have
I just
100K
thought
with lip dick.
You thought $100,000 now.
100,000 island, naked bitch, I'm fucking. I didn't think about the ants in my dick. Why would I think about it? Stop.
I'm good.
I think things all the
See,
way
you know
through.
what? I get it.
Full
The
circle.
brown girl experience. I get it. Yeah, you're too much for me. I just want some pussy in 100,000
Yeah.
in 30 days. That's it.
That's how niggas
I
do
want no
things.
goddamn
Yeah.
ants and shit.
You might lose some inches.
So now I'm
shit
here
out
ants
the
and I'm
parasite
thinking
on
of
your dick.
eggs and lava and
Yeah.
shit. I don't know.
Parasites crawl up all up in your scrotum.
Nah,
See?
I'm good.
Like you washing out in the woods. I don't even camp because of that shit. Like,
I love camping,
I don't
but
do camping
damn,
either.
yo.
I'll camp if
When
it's a
you
camp
camp,
house.
you can get some shit. You can get baby wipes and, you know.
No, if I'm camping out, like, you know, when they have like the rental, what is the big ass trucks or even the little cabin.
The
I'll-
RVs and all of that, yeah.
Yeah, I'll camp like that, but I'm
Yeah.
not camping like laying down a sleeping bag. And no, I'm not a savage.
Really? Oh.
She said
It's not a
savage.
savage, but you're not the outdoors.
I
Me
love the
neither.
outdoors, but I'm not
Typey
sleeping
type.
out there. For
Mm.
what? Skunks be walking across me and everything? Nope.
Doing this to get heated up with the
No.
fucking branches.
I came home last night, a skunk was in my driveway, and I had to wait for that bitch to move before I can go in my house. That skunk don't pay my mortgage. That skunk don't pay not a bill. But you know what that skunk was doing?
Post
Poking the
it.
shit out of me. And I sat in the car waiting. I blew the horn trying to make it move. That skunk looked at
No.
me like,
You
bitch, I'll be
crazy.
done when I'm done. You should have put your garbage in the side of the house.
Yeah. That's
He
one smell you
told
can't
you.
get rid of, yo.
And so I just waited, and then it finally went inside, and then I was able to go inside my home.
They
Punk
say
your ass.
tomatoes paste, but
Nah, it doesn't work. I had a dog sprayed by a skunk before.
that's
You
what
gotta-
smells.
Special shampoo.
You gotta get real down. All right, we're about to wrap this up, but I wanted to take something from your show since
Okay.
you're here. At the end, you always leave, you know, the listeners, the people with something like a, you know, a positive inspiration. So I kind of wanted to do that. So Erica, the brown girl,
Okay.
if you could lead the way.
All right. Let me think. Ask questions.
Many of them.
Yeah.
So, and real quick story behind it. So, I'm somebody that if you need me to do a favor for you, the answer is always yes if I have the time. But what I found that in most recent times that I need to ask more questions.
Details.
So get the details, guys. Like it's okay to ask questions, or you'll find yourself, you know, just in situations that you didn't plan for. Like, and I respect the shit out of my girl, and I had the best time. But I ain't asking enough questions. I ended up doing a photo shoot for an adult novelty store.
What?
Yeah, and I gave her everything. I was like, okay, I'm here, so what you need from me? But I ain't asking no questions ahead of time.
Got him.
So, like, ask the questions. Like, you know, poor King Chuck was gonna be out there for 100,000.
With parasites in his
Yeah,
head.
not asking enough questions. Like, it's okay to get clarity. Get clarity in your relationships and everything. If your girl keeps saying that she's too tired to fuck you, two things is out there. She's fucking somebody else, or she's frustrated with you. Ask questions.
Which one is it?
Find out. You know, talk to her. You know, vice versa. Ladies, ask your man questions. Find out what your partners need. So ask questions. It's worth it. You need it.
Go the extra mile, get clarity.
Yeah, clarity is key.
I hear you.
King Chuck.
Well, me, I ain't got no backdrop, no story behind it. So when I say what I'm gonna say, just go with it. My motto is, if it don't fit, force it. I'm gonna say it one more time. If it don't fit, force it.
And this is why I asked for clarity, because that
In other
sounds real
words,
rapey.
fuck it.
Because I said that sounds real rapey the way you said it.
You take it how you want it. That's it. If it don't fit, force it. In other words, fuck it. Sit.
I'm looking at you, little skeptical now.
I'm like, girl, edit that out.
What you sound like you know, you Bill Cosby in there, you know?
Like, make him say another one later.
Yeah. Don't edit that shit. That don't sound right. Oh,
It's okay.
I'm here for you, brother.
You sure?
Yeah.
I might need your help after this.
Yeah.
Don't let them have an award out for you. 'Cause I'm like,
Oh,
how much?
I'm snitching.
15,000.
Erica already said she's
They gonna be
snitching.
serious.
Listen,
Yeah.
he about to start a new job. He live right here. This is his address. You know, this way.
But it got to be 25,000 or more.
Or it ain't worth it.
shit.
If it's just 15, you can live another day. King Chuck.
I ain't gonna shut you down though.
Be easy though.
Ooh.
Tread lightly, my dude. Tread lightly.
Alright, what about you, Tiff?
I heard something that Country Wayne says. He's a comedian on Facebook. He made his money off of Facebook. His start from Facebook. He's a comedian or whatever, and he always says, "Help is on the way," and he says it in a funny manner, and he does all these silly things. And he was on a Breakfast Club not too long ago, and basically he was telling the gist what he means behind why he says help is on the way. It's like hard times never stay. So, you know, you gotta just stay patient, wait your time, and help is gonna come eventually. So some things are just time, patient. You know, you just gotta stand in your purpose, and help will be on the way.
Yeah, be hopeful.
I like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So with that being said, thank you for coming through.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you for having
Blessing us
me.
with the brown girl experience.
For real, though.
Thanks for the tequila.
Absolutely. And we will be dropping 5-minute worldwide convo. And if we're lucky enough, hopefully the brown girl will join us in that. And that will be coming out tonight.
Yep.
So we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Bye.